Okay, so I have a little bit of a challenge here. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Where I am now, the hoist is grabbing into, there's a glare there. You can see with the hoist is attached to the frame of the loader over the top and around the sides on there. But the problem is that down here, the frame on the loader makes a U shape underneath the piece that it attaches to. And in order to be able to move the tractor back, I'm going to have to drop the front of that down a little bit and then pull it just a little, and then I have to lift up the back again in order to get it over the axle. Sorry, right there. Now, the reason the weight is basically off the hoist, and as a result, it's kind of in a stasis position right now. But the loader is actually sitting on these knuckles right here. So what I'm going to have to do is move the hoist and try to lift up this arm in order to get the front frame of the tractor to drop just a little bit. No. Uh-oh. That's curious. So it's lifting up the entire frame of the tractor. So my guess, So it looks like the problem is that there's still there's compression. Let's try this. Let's try lifting this off the ground. Yeah, let's try this. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa, it came dislodged. Wow, that's fascinating. Okay, not off the arms just yet. Off one arm. All right. Alright, so I tried to hoist in a different way. Didn't work very well. Now I've got straps going from my leveler all the way to the very back. Now I'm going to try to pull it out about a foot. Then I'm going to see if I can lift it up a little more. I tried pulling it up as far as I could and it was just hitting the back axle. And so I'm thinking I'll pull it forward, lift it up, and maybe it can drop back down on the axle and I can reposition the hoist, because as you can see, if I do this, it's kind of at its max. So that's where we are. Interesting puzzle, really. I had hoped to back the tractor all the way out and clean it up, but my rope broke, so this is what the tractor looks like without the loader on it. I got my plate on there because it's not in danger of being bunked or anything, because I'm about to work on the clutch and hopefully I can get that fixed, so and then pull it out and clean it up. Anyway, so it's pretty neat to be able to actually get up to the tractor without walking into the loader. Distributor, solenoid, maybe. This is the hydraulic pump, battery of course, steering arm comes out here. This is actually for power steering right here, but unfortunately I discovered that this thing goes to where the power steering pump should go, and it's not there. I have yet to find one. I'm not sure if I can, but anyways, pretty cool. Let's look around the other side just to see what's in here. You can see my plate here. The big bolts go on the ends, and the hydraulic pump attaches right here in the blue paint. That's interesting that there's blue on there. Yep. There's that medallion. That's so cool. Classy. You can see on here where I dropped the loader on the arm. That's not so great. I'm not sure it's really going to damage it too much because it's a pretty stout piece of metal there. There's the generator, or alternator, I'm not sure which it is. Muffler, I guess that's the header. And then exhaust output. Muffler's up here. Maybe I'm wrong about that, that's the muffler. Anyway, there's the oil filter. I gotta figure out what that is. And here's the starter. Next thing I'm going to do is actually take the starter off and see if I can spray in the flywheel and get the clutch to release in there. Here's that awkward muffler that I had to fold down underneath the seat. How nice. And the classy metal here. 4801. Alright. Now I'm going to look at the loader real quick, so you can see how I've got it sitting. I put these dollies underneath the fronts because they would otherwise be dragging on the floor and causing me trouble. The instruction did not say to take the loader arm off, but in retrospect it probably would have made things a bit easier. You would have to disconnect this arm right here and the hose to it. You'd probably disconnect it down there at the arm. That would probably make it a bit better, easier to get it out. But anyways, I've got this U-shaped structure resting on a 4x4, which is on top of 2x6s, so that's sitting nicely. And then my back arms are sitting on 4x4s back there. It ended up, of course, being that the hoist had to come in this way and reach up and grab the very back of those to lift it just high enough to get the tractor out or to pull it off the tractor. Now the instructions did say to use a chain fall hoist, which is the kind that where you have a structure that goes over top of it, and then you have a where you pull the chain down and it pulls the hoist up. But I don't have that structure in the barn. I wasn't ready to test the structure with 1,000 pounds of weight on it, so that's why I didn't do it that way. But learn what you can from this and improve on my process. I know I will, because I won't have all that learning curve to go through. So that's pretty cool.